Hello. As you've been watching some of my videos, with Silver Sneakers Boom Muscle, I have a tendency to push myself pretty hard with resistance exercises, high intensity intervals, other activities. But one aspect I've been neglecting is trying to improve my mobility, stretching, improving my fascia, which all contribute to your enjoyment and participation in recreational activities. I recently suffered a right shoulder injury. After 3 months, was able to get my orthopedic appointment, and an MRI scan which showed that I've completely ruptured my supraspinatus and infraspinatus muscles. The shoulder is a little bit weak. It's not painful, and I need to have a discussion with my surgeon as to whether at age 69, with my general health, is it worth undergoing the surgical repair of these muscles? Will I gain significant function? If you've ever had shoulder surgery before, you know that you are pretty much immobilized in a sling for about 2 months, and then slowly recovering for the next 6 months or so, with maybe a full return of function after a year. It's an awful long time if the benefit isn't huge. So in some future video, I'll let you know what goes on with that. If I do have the surgery, I'll have to modify my activities for many months. So today I was going to incorporate some stretching assessments and that to supplement the strengthening and resistance exercises I normally do. I've started to learn yoga, haven't participated in it very much, and don't know if at age 69 I can become proficient in these moves or if I have to modify them to get the best benefit that I can from that. Also, Pilates, bar, and other fitness activities which are maybe less cardiovascular or aerobic or strengthening, but do provide tremendous health benefits. So in the subsequent videos, I'll show my work on these. Again, while this is deemed to be an instructional video, primarily it is me assessing myself, trying these things out, and I hope you enjoy if you watch, if you participate. Again, recognize that there is some risk to this activity, and make sure that you've been cleared by your medical provider to engage in moderate to intense exercise. The equipment I was going to use today is a couple of yoga blocks. You can substitute perfect push-up hands or dumbbells, or if your wrists are flexible enough, you can just use your extended wrist. I like this rollout to help me assess my flexibility in my hips, and a band and a towel. Have a source of water nearby, as again, even with these exercises, you can build up some sweat and shortness of breath. Again, be free to stop the tape at any time and take a break if you need to. I'm going to start with just some trunk rotations, also called these kidney slaps. Warm up the body, get the blood flowing. You can move your head side to side with this, or if that makes you dizzy, just keep your gaze looking forward. And some arm circles. It's a bit sore. One of the tenets in Silver Sneakers exercise is avoid lowering the head below heart level, as that can increase dizziness and results in falls, which can be quite dangerous for we seniors. The other thing is that you should wear shoes, even if you're participating in yoga, bar, other activities. Again, the risk for slipping and falling is quite severe. So it's a compromise on those traditional formats, which might be barefoot or in slippers of some sort. Again, in the name of safety. To work on strengthening my rotator cuff, I like to take a band. This is a fairly light one, but it's sufficient. You can hold it up at chest high, kind of stretch out to the side. Think about your shoulder blades coming together. Then it's at a diagonal. And the other diagonal. And let's do all three simultaneously. Or in order, that is. Feeling weak today. Next, let's go to a rollout bar. I like to roll up wheel. Roll this against the wall, working on my hip flexibility, and again, perfecting my squat form. So we stand away from the wall, maybe a foot or two, feet shoulder width apart. Take the wheel, roll it up, and then hinge back. As you progress with that, try and step closer to the wall and see if you can actually get your feet essentially touching the wall with increased mobility in your hips. To assess my thoracic spine mobility, I like to sit at an angle, basically 45 degrees out, put my arms up chest high, rotate one direction, rotate the other. Trying to keep my knees still. If you have difficulty with that, you can put a yoga block between them. Try and hold it there. Because I'm sitting, my knees are stable, this is strictly assessing my flexibility of my thoracic spine. Ideally, I'd like to get parallel to that 45 degrees on each side. I'm not there yet. You can do the same thing with your neck. Sitting still, rotating side to side. If you want to, you can put your arms out to the side. Can you rotate to where you can see your thumbs? And forward and backward on your neck. So both my cervical spine and my thoracic spine lack flexibility. Over time, I'll see if I can improve those. Another assessment, let's go back to the wall. We'll stand a foot or so away. Lean back. Try and put your arms up. Can you touch the wall? And then put your heels against the wall. Give a little gentle squat. You can bring your hips forward. Improve. Try and keep your lower back tight against the wall. See if you can get close to touching it. I hope you all have better flexibility than me. But again, this is my start to maybe a too long journey in this farm. Next, let's take our yoga block. And our second one is wandered away. We'll start with some yoga type postures. First, you want to stand up tall and just get into a rhythm of breathing. Breathe in through your nose, either out through your nose or out through your mouth, either one. Let your lower stomach expand as you breathe in, so you completely fill your lungs. Palms facing forward. Remember to exhale. And put your feet about shoulder width apart. Take one arm up. Inhale as you bend to the side. Exhale as you come down. One more on each side. Again, in silver sneakers, we don't want to hold our postures for too long. Usually it's 3 breaths or a count of 5, something like that. This is a version of downward dog. Again, we don't want to lower our head below our heart. So using blocks, you can push back, get a nice stretch. Lower your head between your arms if you can. And you can come forward, arch your back if you can. Not much of arch there, but that's me. And back to down dog. Move forward to a plank, and then an arch up. Try a lunge. So lunge, leg forward, bend your back knee, your front knee, up to 90 degrees. Don't have to go that far. Lift both arms up over your head and hold. Exhale. Switch sides. Forward lunge. See, I have a little bit of trouble with balance. It's another benefit of these exercises. And other side. And one more. Kneel on the floor, and we can do our cat-cow postures. Again, here's your blocks to protect the wrist if you need to. Then arch your back, hold for a count of 5. And then cow posture. We're extending our thoracic spine, extend. One more. Moving down to the floor, let's first do each knee bent to 90 degrees. Lay down. You can flip over to the other side. Back. Side. From this position, put your knees together, and we can work on stretching our thoracic spine. You can lift your arm and try and keep your head and shoulders, or your lower shoulder, still on the floor. If you find the straight arm is too much, bend your elbow. And switch the other side. More advanced posture would be pigeon pose, where you bring one leg forward at a 90 degree, try and extend the other one behind you, and try and sit up straight, which I'm a long way from that. Lean forward a bit to get a bit of a hip stretch in your hip, in the forward leg, and then also get a stretch in the back of the other leg. This is one of those postures that may be beyond what I can ever do, but I'll keep working on it. Back down and we'll bring your knees up into a pose that's sometimes called happy baby. And if you can, put your knees wide apart. Rotate your feet inward. Try and sit back onto your heels if you can. And extend your arms in front. And use the blocks if you want. And sit back. Try and get your head between your arms. Child's pose. Go ahead and work your way back up, standing. That's it for this workout. Again, I'll start doing this more on a regular basis, monitor my progression over time, and add this to my regimen of higher intensity resistance workouts, but also working on the idea, mindset and other benefits of both yoga and those other formats. Thank you and have a great day.